Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a juicy little exploit to showcase to you guys. I think many of you guys will find this to be quite fun to use in your own campaigns. Big thanks to Nils for finding this and sending it to me. So, in any of your Wood Elf campaigns, and in my opinion the Wood Elves play quite well in Immortal Empires, you can have an unlimited number of Sisters of Twilight characters and Dryka characters, okay? So you don't have to play as those particular factions, but you just have to play as any Wood Elf one, right? But this is what you do. So you go to your starting army and go to the Sisters of Twilight or Dryka at rank 1. You can do it at rank 2 to 50 if you want, it's up to you, but it'll be way more expensive to recruit them. So you go save character, boom. Now, then you start up another campaign, and you can load that particular character into that campaign. So for example, if you start as Orion, you could just immediately switch Orion out for the Sisters of Twilight, right? And you can just do that as many times as you've gone into new campaigns and saved it. So I've gone and done that a few times already, and I now have access to 4 more Sisters of Twilight here, right? So it cost me 1,650 as a rank 1, which is not that expensive, everything considered, right? So grab that, and I now have 2 Sisters of Twilight. Now, what's the benefit in doing something like this? Well, if we have a look at the skills of the Sisters of Twilight, this has a lot of benefits. As we rank up these 2 characters, we can double up on diplomatic relations with Dark Elves, High Elves, and Wood Elves. So that's pretty good. To get the Dark Elves to stop declaring war on you, and to actually have good alliances with the High Elves could be quite useful. You've also got Otherworldly Spirit. Ability number of uses +1 for Volley of Kurnos and for the Dragon one. That stacks. So you could potentially have, on all of your Hawk Riders, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, as many as you're willing to put in the effort for, Volleys of Kurnos per unit. Now the funny thing is that in the garrisons of the Sisters of Twilight, I believe it's possible to get a what's it called? A Hawk Rider in your garrisons. So you could have a Hawk Rider in there that has, I don't know, 20 Volleys of Kurnos, and as we all know, that's a very powerful ability. I'm fairly sure it's the case. They may have changed it. I'm just not entirely sure about the garrisons now in Warhammer 3. I guess we can check in a bit. But yeah, those are like the global bonuses that you can get for your Sisters of Twilight campaign. I don't think Dryka's got any global bonuses, but this one here on its own is really good. And then another thing is that the Sisters of Twilight is arguably one of the most powerful characters just at rank 1 in the game, period, right? So what we're going to do here in this particular campaign, I'm going to go and grab 4 Sisters of Twilight, and then we're going to go fight a battle and just see how hilarious it is. So, get this one to just wait here. Because, yeah, I can only recruit 1 per turn. That's fine. There's nothing that's going to happen here. Don't worry about anything. But, yeah, what I was talking about before about saving your save file so that CA can't patch it. They're likely going to patch being able to do this, right? But if you've got a save file where you've got multiple Sisters of Twilight already in your campaign, that's like turn 4, Creative Assembly can't roll back your save file. They can stop you from creating new Sisters of Twilights, but they can't get rid of the ones you've already got existing. So, if you do want to do this at some point, but don't want to do it right now, my advice is, you know, do it now, save the save file, lock it away in a box, and maybe pick it up later down the track. Because, yep, I can get as many Sisters of Twilight as I want. Yep, and I'm just gonna bring them up. Whatever. I can only use 4 in any one given battle, though. I'm not entirely sure if you can get them all on their dragon. It's not that big of a deal, but I imagine that if you do the quest battle once, that it would unlock it for all of them. Either that, or you have to do the quest battle each time for each of them. Or you could just save it. Actually, I'm not sure, because it doesn't save over any of their equipment when you do this. So maybe you should try to save them before they do their quest battle for their mount. I'm not entirely sure. These are things that you could experiment with and let me know. Also, if you find any other characters that could be duplicated, let me know. The key ones to look for are ones with global bonuses, because those will be the juiciest ones. So if you've got a character like, I don't know, Tretch Craventail, and he can be duplicated, who cares, right? But if you have someone like Malekith, who can be duplicated, Malekith is able to reduce the upkeep cost of all armies faction-wide. So if you had, say, I don't know, 20 Malekiths, you'd have 200% reduced upkeep cost faction-wide. Plus he provides global bonuses to public orders, that kind of stuff, which is really good for the Dark Elves. Now, again, I don't know if the Dark Elves can do that. I'm just speculating that if that was possible, that would be really good. Those are the key characters you want. So, we can do this with Dryker, but for some reason I actually can't access Dryker at the moment. My Realm of the Wood Elf DLC hasn't activated on Immortal Empires. It actually got disabled when it went live. And but my Sisters of Twilight campaign is still playable, so I can do that. And I know that some of you guys as well are having trouble activating your DLC. Honestly, I can't figure out a way around it. I tried verifying my game. It's the only DLC I can't access. So what we're going to do here is bring in
a regrettable necessity.
4 Sisters of Twilight.
The Sisters of Twilight. I'll ignore that.
Just get him in here somehow.
What say you, sister? I say no.
Okay, get rid of all of this crap. Leave someone there on the ground.
There will be blood.
And we'll see how this goes. I'm noticing in Warhammer 3 that the battle load times are maybe a little bit longer than they were in Warhammer 2. Maybe it's just the textures, I'm not sure. So yeah, I imagine getting like 4 Drykers is not really that big of a deal. It's just that you can do it with Dryker, but I was very happy to hear about this one, because getting Sisters of Twilight are not only like one of the best commanders, one of the best fighters, but also provide pretty important global bonuses as well, especially if you're playing as the Heralds of Ariel. Now, the thing is as well to keep in mind, if you're not playing as the Heralds of Ariel, you're not going to benefit from the Volley of Kurnos, but you will benefit from the Dragon Breaths. So when we've won this battle here, we'll have a look to see if you actually can get the Hawk Riders in the garrison. I know you can get them in Warhammer 2, but I just can't remember if we can get them in Warhammer 3, because they did change a lot of that stuff. Alright, we just gotta wait for the reinforcements to show up. Won't take long. Oh, no I don't. Alright, I'll just go in and just start shooting anyway. And don't forget as well, the Sisters of Twilight can regenerate themselves when they're low on health. And another thing with them is that, for one thing, their upkeep cost is not that bad. Like 260 for this unit is quite cheap. Oh, yeah, there we go. It works. Look at that. 4 Sisters of Twilight in a single battle. You can't get any more than that. You can only have 4 armies present in a single fight. In an effort to get rid of all the abusable stuff, CA added so much more abusable stuff in Warhammer 3. And there we go, look at that. Bloody 4 Sisters of Twilight right there. Well, you could even say 8 Sisters of Twilight, really, since they're counted as 2 each. Yeah, I have no idea if they can all get on the dragon. Maybe only one of them get on the dragon at a time. Maybe not, I have no idea. Maybe you have to save it after they get the dragon. These are things for you guys to test. Maybe I'll test it a bit more extensively later. But there we go. Now I think, if I'm not mistaken, the army of having 4 Sisters of Twilight together is actually cheaper in upkeep than having the initial army that we started off with. Because, yeah, they're heavily underrated in Order Resolve, because they just got so much potential. So much resistances, so much health, so much dodge capabilities. They fly, they shoot, they can go into melee, they can regenerate. They're really one of the best characters in the entire game, and the fact that you can duplicate it is just so ridiculous. But yeah, it could be interesting maybe if you could like get unlimited Goriches. I don't know about Ariel. We'll see. So let's have a look here. Let's see if you can get a garrison with the Hawk Riders.
When do we fight?
Only when necessary.
Okay, no, you don't. It was only in Warhammer 2 that you get the Hawk Riders as garrison. They actually removed that. So it won't make your garrisons any stronger. Okay. But that still doesn't mean that you can't recruit some really powerful armies that have just, I don't know, 20 uses of Volley of Kurnos, which would just be absolutely ridiculous. But yeah,
For fresh.
I'll have a look to see what other characters we can do it. But if you go in and have a look and see if there's any other characters that say save this character in order to use in custom battles or a new campaign, let me know in the comments below, because there's obviously a lot of characters to check. Most legendary characters will just say save this character in order to use in custom battles. See, I tested this stuff out with Vlad and Isabella a while back, but I wasn't able to do it. I just didn't test it out with other ones. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you enjoyed this particular exploit. Again, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. If you do want to do it, go for it. You know, go and have some fun. That's what the main thing is here. Appreciate you guys. Once again, thanks to Nils for sending this to me. If you guys find any exploits in your campaigns, I am getting a few people sending some other ones, but this was the juiciest one sent in so far. Do feel free to email you. If you want me to give you a credit in the video, let me know, because usually I do like to keep you guys anonymous, you know, just to keep anonymity. But if you want a shout out, just let me know. I'm more than happy to give it to you. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.